strongest in the nation with Princeton, 11-0 starting conference. And just so you guys know, Lafayette did lose tonight, so that gives us a 3-game lead in conference. That will be the questions.
You guys don't really look like you just walked off the court, team that won a game.
I mean, credit to Lafayette. They came out and they played their hardest. South Al, I'm sorry. I'm thinking like they talking about this. Oh, sorry. South Al, they came out, played their hardest on both ends of the court, and they really, really challenged us tonight.
Your all's shot was fine early on. In fact, you were really hitting quite a few three-pointers, but you guys cooled off. Was anything that you can kind of say what happened as far as where your shot went?
I mean, like she said, credit to South Alabama, like coming out there and doing what they had to do to get us rattled, sagging off is something that we're really not used to. And so when shots don't go our way, like we kind of freeze up a little bit, but we can't let that get us down.
You guys have won pretty much all your games pretty handily. Is it, you feel like it may be kind of good to be challenged like this late in the game, that maybe somewhere down the road this pays off elsewhere?
Yeah, I feel like it's good, to really just challenge us all the time. That way we don't get too comfortable, So it's good to, have that team that can really push you to your limits and you can really find out what your team is made of. And we were tough enough to come out and get the win.
Andrea, they cut it to 4. It was 49-45, and you had a couple of three-pointer and a three-point play. Did you kind of feel like you needed to do something, that the team sort of needed a spark? It looked like on that three-point play that you kind of had a little spark in your eye anyway.
Well, on that, I fed off of that. And then when we went down the next possession, I'm pretty sure we got to stop. And so I just tried to push it as hard as I could, and I ended up getting a three-point play. So it wasn't necessarily just I need to do something. It was just keep doing what you're doing, but this is now the time to do it. So.
Khadijah, you led the team in points the first half. In the second half, they were able to limit you. And just kind of curious, was that more of a defensive thing that they did to you, or just a shot not falling down?
I'd say it's a little bit of both. They kind of guarded me more the second half, but I just got to knock down shots.
And then, Andrea, for you, 4 points first half and then 16 the second half. Was it more of a defensive pressure, you think, going over to her, or did you just kind of kick it in gear and decide to take over?
I mean, I was taking shots in the first half. They just were not falling. In the second half, I got a couple of layups early, so that kind of helped me out a little bit, and I was being more aggressive, so that was good.
Do you think your all's energy was as good this game as it's been in most games or other games, or do you think it was a little, maybe you guys just weren't into it as mentally as you have been in previous games?
I thought we came out flat today. It was bad, and everybody could tell, and when at halftime, we went in the locker room, and we aren't used to being quiet. Yeah, quiet and being bad.
Yeah,
flat out bad. And so we were just what do we do? But like I said, credit to South Al because they did rattle us a little bit.
They did hold your shooting percentage kind of lower than you're used to, but again, you still find a way to win. Amanda Lawson goes down, kind of the energy seemed like it got kind of pulled out of you a little bit, and again, you fought back and found a way to win. Is that just a credit to the character and the kind of people you have on your team?
Yeah, we always, every day Coach harps in practice about who's that person that brings energy to our team, who's going to be the one to step up and get us going. And so I feel like throughout this game it was a lot of different people, but we just got to find it within ourselves to bring our own energy.
Dre, you just got on the 5th all-time scoring list for the school. How's that work out with you? How does that make you feel? Something like that.
That's awesome. I didn't really know, but thank you.
Speak a little bit about Brittany Gill and what she's bringing to y'all. It seems like she's just like a spark plug, just constantly flying to the goal. Anytime a shot goes up, especially on the offensive side, you'll see her crashing the boards, going for it every time. Just kind of speak to a little bit about what she brings to y'all's team.
I feel like she's a big factor in that way, and Coach has harped on it since before we even started playing games that she was going to be a huge impact on us on the offensive boards, and she's been doing just that and pressuring their point guard on the defensive end, and she's just been phenomenal.
anything you take from this game that you think you'll be able to use on Saturday?
Well, we're gonna go into practice and get better.
Yes.
Let's just say that.
Yeah.
What do you guys remember about Troy? And I guess, what do you got to do for them?
Take away 3-pointers, I know that.
We know that they're a fast-paced team. They like to push the ball, and they'll score within 12 seconds if they have to, you know? And so we have to get transition defense is a big key for us.
Anything else, guys?